what is bone. So let's start now. Bone is the substances that form the skeleton of the body. It is composed chiefly of calcium phosphate and calcium carbonate. It also serves as a storage area for calcium, playing a large role in calcium balance in the blood. Bone tissue makes up the individual bone of the human skeletal system and the skeleton of other vertebrates. And now, what is the structure of bone? The structure of a long bone allows for the best visualization of all the part of the bone. A long bone has two parts, the diaphysis and the epiphysis. I will explain it by structure. The diaphysis is the tubular shaft that run between the proximal and distal ends. They have the epiphyses have two ends, which is proximal and distal. The upper head called proximal epiphysis and the lower end of the bone called distal epiphysis. The hollow region in the diaphysis is called the medullary cavity. The middle part of the bone called diaphysis and the inner side called medullary cavity, which is filled with the yellow marrow. The wall of the diaphysis are composed of dense and hard compact bone. The outer side of the bone of diaphysis called compact bone. So this is the structure. This this first upper part, sorry, called proximal epiphysis, and this end of bone, this part called distal epiphysis, and this part also called metaphysis. The gap between the diaphysis and the epiphysis called a metaphysis, and remaining this area, this larger middle area called diaphysis. Okay, so this is the spongy bone in a proximal epiphysis area, and this is the compact bone. This is the compact bone of a diaphysis cover called compact bone, and this is a medullar cavity, and this yellow is called yellow bone marrow. Okay, and this is a nutrient artery. So this is the basic structure of a bone. So now, what is the type of bone? One of the four basic bone shapes in the human skeleton. First is long bones. Long bones have a tubular shaft and articular surface at each end. The major bone of arms, humerus, radius, and ulna, and the legs, the femur, tibia, and the fibula are long bones. And second is short bones. Short bones are also have a tubular shaft and articular surfaces at each end but are much smaller. The short bones include all of the metacarpals and phalanges in the hands, and the metacarpals and phalanges in the feet. And third is flat bones. Flat bones are thin and have broad surfaces. That flat bones include the scapula, which is called wing bone, and the ribs and the sternum, which is breastbone. And fourth is irregular bones. Irregular bones are irregular in size and shape and are usually quite compact. They include the bones in the vertebral column, which is the vertebrae, and the carpal bones in the hand, and the tarsal bones in the feet, and the patella, which is kneecap, which is called irregular bones. And now, What is the function of bones? Bones have many functions including the following, which is first one is support. Bone providing a framework from for the attachment of muscles and other tissues. Protection. Bones such as the skull and the rib cage protect internal organ from. And third is movement. Bone enable body movements by acting as a lever and point of attachment for muscles. And fourth is mineral storage. Bone serves as a reservoir for calcium and phosphorus, essential minerals for various cellular activities throughout the body. And next, blood cell protection. The production of blood cells or hematopoiesis occurs in the red marrow found within the cavities of certain bones. And last is energy storage. Lipid such as fat is stored in adipose cells of the yellow marrow, serves as a energy reservoir. So next is ossification. Ossification is the process of bone formation or bone remodeling. So the process of creating bone, that is transforming cartilage or fibrous tissues into the bone. Ossification, also called osteogenesis. It is a natural process for a bone formation. And there are two processes resulting in the formation of bone tissues, which is first one is endochondral, which is intracartilaginous bone ossification, and second is intramembranous bone ossification. So what is bone formation? This is a structure. This is a 5-step of bone formation. Step 1, the starting formation of bone collar around hyaline cartilage. This is all hyaline cartilage, and this is the primary ossification center here, and this is the collar bone. And stage 2, starting cavitation. Cavitation of the hyaline cartilage within the cartilage model. This is the cavitation. This is a deteriorating cartilage matrix. And stage 3, present hyaline cartilage, maybe also the cartilage matrix, and adding blood vessel of periosteal bud, maybe nutrient arteries, adding in a third stage. And in stage 4, the secondary ossification center occur upper side or inner side of the epiphyse of the bone, which is a medullary cavity, also occur in a bone, middle bone, or maybe diaphyse. This is the nerve, blood vessel, periosteal bud. And in stage 5, ossification of the epiphyse is when completed, hyaline cartilage remains only in the epiphyseal plates and the articular cartilage. This is the epiphyseal plates. Only hyaline cartilage remain in this side. This all bone maybe become spongy or maybe hard bone. Spongy bone maybe is here on the articular cartilage, maybe the outer end of the bone. Both side of outer end of the bone present articular cartilage. And this is the medullar cavity, which is filled by maybe yellow marrow or bone marrow. So this is the formation of bone. And now endochondral bone ossification in depth. Endo means inside, chondros means cartilage. Maybe begin with the formation of a hyaline cartilage model. Endochondral ossification is essential for the formation of bones bone like femur, which are longer than wide, and the end of the flat and irregular bones like ribs and vertebrae. Endochondral ossification involving the natural growth and lengthening of the bone. It is also involved in the natural healing of bone fractures. And now, endochondral ossification picture. This is the cartilaginous bone growth called endochondral bone ossification. And now, intramembranous bone ossification. Intramembranous bone ossification is type of bone ossification where the bone tissue is created directly over the mesenchymal tissue and not on cartilage, as in endochondral ossification. It occurs in healing of bone fracture and the initial formation of the flat bones of our skull. The process is also responsible for forming our jaw and clavicles or collarbones. And this is the picture, which is no need to in depth. This is just picture of intramembranous bone ossification. Okay, now next is bone cells. This is an interesting topic. These cells names are started with osteo because that is the Greek word for a bone. There are three special type of cells that are found only in the bone. First is osteoclast, second is osteoblast, and third is osteocytes. So we will discuss in depth one by one. First is osteoclast. Osteoclasts are large cells that dissolve the bone. See, they dissolve the bone. They come from the bone marrow and are related to white blood cells. They are formed from two or more cells that fuse together. So, the osteoclasts usually have more than one nucleus. They are found on the surface of the bone mineral next to the dissolving bone. And next is or second is osteoblast. Osteoblasts are the cells that form new bone. They also come from the bone marrow and are related to structural cells. They have only one nucleus. Osteoblasts work in teams to build bone. They produce new bone called osteoid. They called osteoid, which is made of bone collagen and other proteins. They control calcium and minerals deposition. They are found on the structure of the new bone. And third is osteocytes. Osteocytes are cells inside the bone. They also come from osteoblasts. Some of the osteoblasts turn into osteocytes while the new bone is beginning formed, and the osteocytes then get surrounded by the new bone. They are not isolated, however, because they send out long branches that connect to the others. Osteocytes, these cells can sense pressure or cracks in the bone and help to direct where osteoclast will dissolve the bone. So this is all about bone and structure of bone, the formation of bone, osteoclast, osteoblast and osteocytes, and also ossification. So if you like this video, please like this video and subscribe this channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.